1 year ago, I mentioned that I was hacked by a dark web hacker, but I didn't explain what happened and I didn't explain how. Those hackers actually turned on me and tried to hack me. Somebody in my Discord server sent me a DM to another server and he said that it was full of black hat hackers, credit card fraud, scammers, every bad person on the internet that there was, they were inside of that server. So I looked at that link and I was like, content. So I joined the server and I start asking around, hey guys, I'm a YouTuber with 60K subs. I know that you guys are some hackers in here. If anybody would be willing to DM me so we can work out a video idea, let me know. And I start asking around. After 4 or 5 guys start making fun of me and laughing at me, one person in particular says, yeah, I'd be down to help you out, Lucid. I'm actually a fan of yours and I watched some of your dark web videos. I was like, okay, cool. It turns out that this person was actually really, really cool. Even though he was a dark web hacker, he was actually like a really, really cool person. And I built trust into him over the weeks that we've known each other, and I was talking to him daily, and I eventually ended up trusting him, and I looked at him more as a friend and less of a person that I met in the back alleys of a random Discord server. I looked at him as like a regular cool dude, which was a very, very big mistake. So he sends me a mega file, and it was a couple of .txt files that were just full of dark web links, like 1,000+ dark web links. And after me and him were going through them for like 30 or 40 minutes, we realized that all of these links were inactive and we were just wasting our time. So we didn't really find much. The only thing that I got out of this deal was like a good friend. So he was just a cool person. And then I get a tag in my Discord server. Someone says, @Lucid, DM me. And their name was Syskey, Syskey. I'll never forget that son of... I should have known something was up when this guy's profile picture was a picture of the anonymous mask. And his name was Syskey, which basically means system key, which locks down an entire Windows 7 machine. I knew that this guy was sketchy, but I didn't know that he was bad. So I DM him. I'm like, yo, what's up, bro? He goes, hey, man, I heard that you were looking for a hacker or whatever, and I'm just trying to help you out, see what's going on. So I put Syskey and the first hacker into a call together. Syskey starts to get a little bit cocky. He starts to size up the first hacker and telling him stuff like, I'm a better hacker than you, and I can DDoS you, I can grab your IP right now. I can perform a man-in-the-middle attack, and I can do all these extra like weird attacks that he was talking about. So they start going back and forth of who's the cooler hacker, man. So after talking with Syskey for a couple of days, he calls me one night, and it was me and my cameraman that were just chilling in my room, no sus. And Syskey calls us, and he starts saying, yo, Lucid, there's something really important that I have to show you. Can you share your screen with me? And I was like, all right, yeah, sure. He had like a UK accent, by the way, so you can make out that voice in your head if you want to. So I, like an idiot, I share my screen, and he goes, hey, can you pull up Discord like really quick? And he starts using these words like quickly and hurry and just using all of these urgent words to get me to act fast. I'm not really sure why, but at least now I realize that he was trying to social engineer me. So I end up doing what he says. I open up Discord. He goes, hey, see on our call on the bottom left where it says IP debug? And I was like, yeah, it says IP debug. Okay, what's up with that? He goes, yeah, just press on that for 1 second. And I was like, why? He goes, yeah, just press on it quickly. I was like, okay. So me being a dummy and not thinking, I quickly just pressed on it. And there was my real public IP address. And then the call went silent. And then I'm not saying anything. Syskey's not saying anything. And my cameraman is looking at me like, yo, what's going on? All we hear through the microphone was this. And he just starts laughing hysterically. He starts typing extremely fast and just laughing hysterically for like 20 seconds. And me and my cameraman were like, yo, what's this guy trying to do to us right now? So this was before I've had any internet conflict. This is before anyone has ever grabbed my IP address. So I was pretty scared. This is the first time that I was ever really like caught off guard like that with my VPN off. And then he asked me in his UK accent, hey, Lucid, how's the weather in Detroit, Michigan? And I was like, it's fine. Why? And he goes, oh, because I have a friend that lives down there. I guess he was trying to scare me to say like, yo, I know where you live. Everyone knows where I live. I was like, oh, okay. And we were just kind of there, just quiet. He goes, yeah, my friend has like a lot of guns and stuff. I was like, okay, so does everybody else in Detroit. What's your point? He starts laughing hysterically again, and then he starts typing on his keyboard once more. And then he goes, hey, Lucid, how's your Wi-Fi? I was like, my Wi-Fi is fine. Why? He starts laughing, typing somewhere. He goes, ha, check again. And then when he said that, my Wi-Fi literally just cut out. I lost connection to the Discord call. At this point, my heart, like, so right now I'm upstairs in my room. My heart was in the basement. My heart was in the furnace room being boiled. I was terrified. I was shivering. I was like, holy shit, this kid just hit me offline. I got DDoSed for the first time. I was so scared. So right away, I pull out my phone and I check if there's any Wi-Fi. I search up google.com. The page wouldn't load. My cameraman does the same thing. The page would not load. I tried texting somebody. The text would not go through. So at this point, bro, I'm telling you, I had like goosebumps all over my body. I was shivering. I was so scared. This little 12-year-old kid actually like scared the shit out of me. At that point, I realized that I had my VPN turned off. And if I had it turned on just for that given moment, I wouldn't have gotten DDoS attacked. So at this point, we realized that we are being DDoSed and there's nothing that we can do to stop it. So we end up calling the guy back off of LTE and asking him, yo, like, what's going on? Like, what are you doing? And he's just laughing and he's like, is Lucid crying? In those exact words. In those words, he goes, is Lucid crying? And every time, till this day, whenever I see my cameraman, I said, is Lucid crying? My router is still being fried. This guy's just trolling us and laughing hysterically behind his computer in the UK. And we're sitting here in Detroit just terrified of this guy that lives thousands of miles away from us. And he's like 12 years old. So at this point, I don't know who to call. I don't know where to go. I don't know who to ask for guidance or help. So I end up going back to the first hacker and I'm like, yo, Siski is DDoSing me right now. And I can't access the internet no matter what. Like my router is clogged. I can't even send one packet out. I can't even send you a message. I can't Google nothing. It is fried. He's like, damn, he's hitting you off pretty bad. I'm like, yeah, I realized that. Help me out. Like, what should I do? He's like, okay, all you gotta do is just spoof your router's MAC address, then your IP address should change. A MAC address is a unique address for your router to talk to any one of your products like your phone or your computer. So when you spoof your MAC address, you're basically changing the name so your router thinks it's an entirely different product. Now, if you spoof your router's MAC address, your IP should change in theory, but it doesn't work all the time. So I tried it and it didn't work. He goes, okay, now unplug your router for 10 minutes and plug it back in, it should change. So I do that, it doesn't work. So I unplug it for 1 hour, unplug it, plug it back in. I'm still being DDoSed and my IP still hasn't changed, which is terrible. Now we're like, what, 2 hours in, it's like midnight and we're like still terrified. So at this point, I realized no matter what I do, no matter what I try, I'm still gonna be getting DDoSed and this guy knows my IP address and it's not gonna change. So we just unplug my router and we just go for a walk. And it's like midnight at this point. We have school in the morning. I was still a senior in high school. And we're just going for a walk and my cameraman looks at me and he goes, is Lucid crying? We just laughed it off. We weren't that scared anymore and we end up, going to bed. And I wake up the very next morning and luckily enough, your boy is not getting DDoSed anymore. The DDoS attack is over. I guess this guy had no more bandwidth or he didn't have access to his botnet no more or just something where he stopped DDoSing me. Or maybe he found it in the kindness of his heart to stop DDoSing me. I checked my phone the very next morning and he goes, yo, Lucid, I was filming a video. I was recording. Please don't be mad at me. Lucid, are you mad at me? Lucid, are we still friends, Lucid? I look at the messages. My heart drops first off. I look at the messages. Are we friends? No, man. We're not friends no more. So I block him on Discord and I blocked the first hacker on Discord and I blocked everybody that was a part of it. The first guy, the last guy, everybody, I blocked all of them. Yo, this is Lucid from the future and I found the DMs between me and Siski from 1 year ago. He actually sent me my IP address and then he sends me a picture of my YouTube channel. I was at 44,000 subscribers. Thank God for the growth, man. Thank you guys for all supporting. But anyways, he said he changed the name from iamLucid to Siski with inspect element. Oh my God, how cringe. He literally pressed on F12 on his keyboard and then just changed my name from iamLucid to Siski. If that's not the most prepubescent threat you've seen in your life, then I don't know what is. This kid's probably buying V-Bucks with a stolen credit card. Get out of here. And then he texts me, Wells Fargo is really hard to exploit, eh? I don't even have Wells Fargo. Bro, what is Wells Fargo? So if you do a little Google search of iamLucid hacker forum, you see iamLucid's IP address at raidforums.com. And if you go on this website, you can see someone by the name of HackChats posted on May 21, 2019, a little bit after the DMs were sent on Discord saying, I've decided to make a plan on him. I am sorry, but I am not leaking his IP today. Which is pretty creepy. These guys were making a plan on me. They were planning out an attack on me with my IP address. And then someone named Confusion2435 says, nice job, you were the bigger man here. So Dumb Doxes was the thread that he posted me in. So these guys were trying to dox me, but they didn't even have shit on me. They thought I had Wells Fargo. I don't even got Wells Fargo, dog. Hi everyone, I'm happy to be part of the Raid Forums community. My name is... I am the owner of the HackChats organization. I heard a lot about this forum, so I came to check it out. I tested hack forums, nulled, altnin, and none were like this forum, so I decided to be a member of this community. Good luck, everyone. Did he really just give out his real first and last name? That has to be an alias. and he's the owner of HackChat's organization. Listen, I'm not even gonna search it up in the US database. I know for a fact HackChat's organization is not a real organization. This is definitely just some 12-year-old that is trying to be professional right now. There's no way. I felt like they were all working together in some sense to win over my trust, and the little fight that those two hackers had was actually planned out. It was staged the entire time. At least that's what I think happened. So about a month after that, I changed my IP address, I changed my router, and now I am in the clear. These kids have nothing on me. Until I get a message on Discord saying, Lucid, I have your phone number, your house address, and your personal email address. If you don't DM me within 24 hours, I'm going to leak all of your personal information. The last 2 digits of your phone number are the 99 for an example, and the last 2 digits of your email are XX. And they were right. This guy actually had the last 2 digits of my personal phone number. So at this point, I was scared again. I can't catch a break. Maybe these kids have a crush on me. Maybe they want to smash. Maybe they want to take off my socks. That same day, the kid claiming to have all of my personal information gets retweeted by Lizard Squad, the official Lizard Squad Twitter account. I'm like, holy shit. Not these guys, bro. Anybody but these guys. He got retweeted by Lizard Squad and he claims to have all of my personal info. My heart, this time it was underground. I was shivering. I was so scared. But I realized this guy actually found my information by doing something extremely clever, and I have to give it to him. He didn't actually have my full phone number. He didn't actually have my full email address, and he sure as hell didn't have my full house address. What he did was he found my contact email through YouTube, which anybody can do. You just find the contact email on the About section of any YouTube channel. He put that contact email into Gmail. He pressed forgot password, try another way, and then try another way again. That shows you the last 2 digits of my phone numbers to send an SMS verification, and it shows you the first 2 digits of my email address. So he said, yo, Lucid, I have your phone number, and all he had was the last 2 digits. This motherfucker. And it's crazy to think that someone that has nothing more to their name but a bag of Chex Mix and some V-Bucks really had a grown-ass man shivering. Good for you, brother. But at the end of the day, I just want you to know that at the end of the day, you're nothing but a skid. And use a before you ask, because I know that you're already thinking about it. Yo, Lucid, what's that fire-ass hoodie that you got on and where can I get it? Let me explain. This hoodie is inspired by the biggest dark web drug market that has now been seized by the government. And if you go on the Silk Road on the dark web, this is exactly what you will see on their landing page because the government did take it down. And I just found it so clean and so aesthetic, so I put it on some merch and just look how dope that looks, dude. Holy shit. I'm about to wear this like every day. If you like these storytime videos, please let me know because I had such a great time making it today. It was so much fun. So that's all I got left for this video. Stay dreaming, stay lucid. I'm out. Peace.